to your attention a matter of grave concern, one that demands our collective action and advocacy. The horrific actions of the rapid support forces in Sudan. The RSF is a paramilitary group that has committed numerous human rights abuse in Sudan, including discrimination, indiscriminate use of heavy artillery.
RSF is also responsible for heinous crimes against civilians, including sexual violence, rape, looting, restricted freedom of movement, and limitation of access to essential services. The group has also intensified its ethnic-based recruitment campaigns, deepening divisions within the Darfuri community. This war has created a significant protection vacuum for civilians across Darfur, Khartoum and other states. The towns have been attacked and sporadic clashes and crossfire have endangered civilian lives. Those living in internally displaced persons camps are particularly vulnerable, experiencing deaths and injuries due to direct and crossfire attacks. War-related sexual violence, looting, restricted freedom of movement, and limited access to essential services. As a direct consequence of the violence, over 350,000 people have fled Darfur and over 2 million from Khartoum, seeking refuge in neighbouring countries. The war in Sudan has had a devastating impact on students, particularly schools and universities have been forced to close. Hence, students are unable to continue their studies and their safety and well-being have been compromised. This has led to the interruption of courses, the delay in their studies and the postponement of their graduation indefinitely, leaving students uncertain about their futures.
RSF activists and consultants based in the UK and Europe, such as Yusuf Isat al-Mahiri and al-Rabi and others, have been involved in online and offline activities that promote racist ideologies, incite violence against specific ethnic and cultural groups and glorify acts of mass murder. They have been organising gatherings and delivering memoranda that contain information that is not accurate and a biased perspective of the situation in Sudan to foreign ministries and officials in European countries. We implore the UK Parliament to take the following actions: publicly condemn the actions of the RSF in Sudan and the associated humanitarian crisis, advocate for international action to the situation in Sudan and call for peace, justice and human rights. Support humanitarian efforts in the region and work to ensure the protection of civilians. Prompt the RSF rebels to evacuate the houses of civilians and the public facilities, classifying the RSF as a terrorist group. Implement strong measures against the RSF leaders and their forces, classifying them as war criminals, bringing them before the International Criminal Court, the ICC. Consider discussing this pressing issue in the UK Parliament to emphasise the need for urgent action. We thank you for your attention to this matter and look forward to your decisive actions in addressing the RSF actions in Sudan. The Sudanese community, which represents a diverse range of voices and perspectives, has collectively withdrawn its confidence from all political parties operating in Sudan. This decision stems from a perceived failure of these parties to prioritise the interest and well-being of the Sudanese people over political objectives, and we believe that those political parties have great influence upon starting and continuation of this war. The Sudanese community expresses its support for the National Army as the sole official military institution of Sudan. The National Army is called upon to uphold its responsibilities in protecting the sovereignty and security of the nation while respecting the rights and safety of the Sudanese people. Collaborative efforts between the UK government and the Association of Honourable Sudanese Abroad can result in the creation of educational opportunities, scholarships and programmes designed to empower Sudanese students who are affected by the war with knowledge, skills that are vital for the future and development of their home country. Sincerely, the Association of Honourable Sudanese Abroad, date October 4th, 2023. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!